Hi, this is Brian Fogarty, and this is a video for Chapter 4 of the book Quantitative Social Science Data with R, the second edition. So in this video, what we're going to do is look at data. So examine data, examine our data sets that were read in. And there's a ton of ways to do this. We're just going to take a look at some real simple, kind of basic ways. All right, so the markdown file that I have open, this is from the previous video where we read in data. One of the things I wanted to mention is when you're using a markdown file, what we can do is we can add headers or section headers, and how we do that is to add this hash, and then whatever it is, so like reading in data, and then this will be a header. So I'm just going to segment this because the different videos I'm going to do here, I'm going to do them all in the same markdown file, and then I'm going to run it or knit it to create the sort of final one. So this one would just be like examining data. Okay. If you want to do sub headers, you can do 2 and 3. I think it goes to 4, maybe 3 or 4. You can find there's an open free book online about using R Markdown, and a lot of times you can just kind of go through and try to find online like how to do this or how to do that. All right, so we've read in these 3 data sets. Let's take a look at them. So there's several ways we could do this. I'm going to create a code chunk. Again, you could do it by hand or click on the little C button right up over here. Okay, so let's take a look at the CSV data. All right. So one way that we can look at it is by using the function view. There's actually 2 versions of this. You can see there, view and view. The lowercase one is from tidyverse. So let's do view CSV data. Okay, so this pops open a new window here. And this will show us these are our rows, these are our observations, right? And then the columns, which are our variables. Okay, so this just, when we read in data, a lot of times we just want to look to see, like, okay, is it appearing just real quickly, like it's read in correctly, and scrolling around, like, okay, yeah, it looks about right. Okay. We can look at the same thing by just clicking on the little icon here up in the environment window. It does the exact same thing. You could see too that it automatically included the code here with the capital V. So there you go. Another thing that we might want to do is we can look at the variable names, get like a rundown of all of them, just using the function names, which is very convenient and straightforward. So names, and that just gives us the names of all the different variables in there. And then another thing that is good for checking with data sets, and we're looking at sort of overall, we're not getting into the variables yet, that's in the next one. We want to find out, like, how is the data set classified? Like, what is the classification of the data set? The reason why this matters is because different functions require different classifications of the data. So we can use the class function, and then we just name it, or include the name of the data that we want. So CSV data. All right, so this tells us a bunch of things. On the far right here, it's a data frame, which is what R calls a data set. This TBL refers to a tibble, which is what tidyverse generally refers to as it's a type of data frame within tidyverse. Again, some functions require the data to have certain classifications, and you will find that out when you try to run a function. It doesn't work, and it should work. Okay. All right, so that's it for this video. It's just, again, when we read in data, the next thing we should do is check to see, like, okay, does the data appear like it was read in correctly? I don't see, doesn't seem horrible things wrong with it. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.